Did you know that a child's self-esteem is more influenced by parental support than by any other factor? That's right, more than their friends, school environment, or even their successes. Surprising, isn't it? This shows just how crucial our role as parents really is. Our words can build them up or tear them down. It's a big responsibility, but also a huge opportunity. In this video, we're diving into the 6 key phrases every parent should say to their kids every day. These aren't just empty words, they're the building blocks of a strong, confident, and happy child. We'll explore why "I love you" does more than just make them feel good, how "I'm proud of you" can boost their determination, and the profound impact of "I believe in you" on their self-confidence. But that's not all. We'll also uncover the power of embracing mistakes, the importance of really listening, and the magic of open communication. These phrases might seem simple, but they're backed by science and proven to make a difference. So, are you ready to transform your parenting and set your child up for a lifetime of success and happiness? Let's get started. This journey might just change more than your child's life, it could change yours too. Chapter 1. The Power of Love. Did you know that hearing "I love you" can light up a child's brain in ways similar to receiving a physical gift? It's true. Scientists say that emotional expressions of love can activate the brain's reward system. So, when we tell our kids we love them, it's like giving them a hug with our words. This simple act can make a huge difference in their day, especially on the tough ones. "I love you" isn't just a phrase, it's a lifeline to a child's heart. It tells them, no matter what happens, you're important to me. Imagine that. With just 3 words, we can give our kids a sense of security and belonging. That's powerful. But how do we say it so it really hits home? It's not about just repeating the words like a morning mantra. It's about making eye contact, giving a hug, or even leaving a note in their lunchbox. These small actions make the words come alive. Some parents worry, won't saying it too much make it lose its meaning? Not at all. In fact, the more you say it, the stronger the message becomes. It's like watering a plant. The more love you pour, the deeper the roots grow. And let's not forget, love isn't just felt, it's heard and seen. Showing love through actions, like spending quality time together, reinforces the message that they are loved beyond measure. Chapter 2. Celebrating Effort. Now, let's talk about celebrating effort. Did you know praising effort rather than talent encourages a growth mindset? This means kids learn to see challenges as opportunities to grow, rather than obstacles to fear. "I'm proud of you" can be a turbo boost for a child's self-esteem. It says, "I see your hard work, and it matters." This recognition is crucial because it teaches kids that effort is more important than perfection. And guess what? Kids who understand this are more likely to try new things and persevere through difficulties. But here's the kicker, it's not just about saying you're proud, it's about being specific. Instead of a generic "good job," try saying, "I noticed how hard you worked on your science project. You're really becoming a great researcher." This specificity makes the praise more meaningful. And remember, failure is part of the process. Sharing stories of your own challenges and how you overcame them can make a big difference. It shows them that everyone struggles, but it's not the end of the world. A study found that children whose parents celebrate their efforts tend to develop a more resilient and optimistic outlook on life. That's something every parent wants for their child, right? Chapter 3. Believing in Potential. Ever heard of the saying, "Believe in yourself, and the rest will fall into place"? There's a heap of truth in that, especially for kids. When we tell our children, "I believe in you," it's like we're handing them the keys to a treasure chest full of potential. This isn't just feel-good talk. Research backs it up. Studies show that children who feel supported are more likely to take on challenges and believe in their own capabilities. So, how do you show belief in a way that sticks? Start by recognizing their efforts, no matter how small. Whether it's tying their shoes or finishing a book, these moments are golden opportunities to say, "I see you working hard, and I believe in you." It's about acknowledging the effort, not just the outcome. And it's crucial to encourage their dreams, even the wild ones. If your child says they want to be an astronaut or a novelist, dive into that dream with them. Ask questions, find books on the subject, or plan a visit to a museum. This doesn't just say, "I believe in you," it shows it. But what about when they stumble? That's your cue to remind them that every great story has its ups and downs. Share a bit about someone they admire who faced setbacks before succeeding. These stories reinforce the idea that believing in oneself is the first step toward overcoming obstacles. Interestingly, a child's self-esteem is significantly influenced by their perception of their parents' belief in them. This means your belief can literally shape their self-image. Chapter 4. Learning through mistakes. Let's face it, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Yet, somehow, we've gotten it into our heads that mistakes are bad. Here's where we need a major mindset shift. Telling our kids, it's okay to make mistakes, is more than comforting, it's crucial for their development. Why? Because making mistakes is how we learn. There's a famous quote by Henry Ford: "The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing." This is the attitude we want to instill in our children. It encourages them to see mistakes not as failures, but as stepping stones to success. Consider this. A study found that students who were taught to view their brain's ability to learn as expandable and adaptable, like a muscle, performed better academically. This growth mindset starts with understanding that mistakes are part of learning. So, how do we teach this? First, lead by example. Share your own mistakes and what you learned from them. This shows that everyone, yes, even adults, make mistakes, and that's perfectly okay. Next, avoid labels like careless or clumsy. Instead, focus on the action and the learning opportunity it presents. Say something like, "What can we learn from this?" This approach turns mistakes into valuable lessons rather than sources of shame. Lastly, celebrate the courage it takes to try. Whether it's a new sport, a difficult puzzle, or making a new friend, trying something new is brave. Let's make sure our kids know that, win or lose, it's the courage to try that counts. Chapter 5. The gift of listening. Listening is where love begins. Listening to ourselves and then to our neighbors, said Fred Rogers, and this rings true especially in parenting. When we ask our children, "How was your day?" we're doing more than making small talk. We're opening a door to their world, showing them their voice matters. But here's the catch. It's not just about asking, it's about truly listening. This means putting down the phone, making eye contact, and engaging with their stories, no matter how trivial they may seem. Did you know that children whose parents listen to them grow up feeling more valued and understood? It's true. Research shows this simple act can boost their self-esteem and social skills. So, how do we become good listeners? Start by being curious. Ask open-ended questions that invite them to share more. Instead of, "Did you have a good day?" try, "What was the best part of your day?" This encourages them to open up and share their experiences and feelings. And don't rush to solve their problems. Sometimes, they just need to be heard. Validate their feelings by saying things like, "That sounds really hard," or, "I can see why you're upset." This validation is powerful, showing them that it's okay to feel and express emotions. Remember, the goal is to create a safe space where they can share freely. Studies have found that children who feel heard are more likely to discuss their problems with their parents as they grow older. Chapter 6. Open lines of communication. Communication is the key to any strong relationship, they say, and this couldn't be truer for the bond between parent and child. Telling your child, "You can always talk to me," is more than a sentence. It's a promise that you're there, no matter what. This promise lays the groundwork for trust. It tells your child that you're a safe harbor in any storm. But this trust doesn't just happen. It's built over time, through consistent, open, and judgment-free communication. Did you know that children who feel they can talk to their parents about anything are less likely to engage in risky behavior? This is according to several studies focusing on parent-child communication. Building this trust means not overreacting to confessions or concerns. If your child shares something shocking or upsetting, take a breath before responding. Show appreciation for their honesty and tackle the issue together. This approach reinforces that you're a team. Encourage regular check-ins. Dinner time or bedtime can be great for casual chats about anything and everything. These moments can lead to deeper conversations, naturally opening lines of communication. And don't forget to share your own feelings and experiences. This two-way street of communication shows that you respect them as individuals. It also models how to express emotions and handle challenges healthily.